Imagine you're in the middle of a conversation, you're speaking and you're listening, but something feels off. Maybe the words you're saying aren't connecting, or the person you're speaking to just doesn't seem to get it. In that moment, you realize that communication isn't just about talking. It's about understanding, it's about truly connecting with others on a deeper level, and that's where psychology comes in. Today, we're going to explore how you can master the art of communication by using the power of psychology, whether it's with your friends, your partner, your family, or your coworkers. This knowledge can help you build stronger, more meaningful relationships. And the best part, these strategies can be applied in your life right now. You may be asking yourself, what makes communication so complicated? The truth is, communication is a complex process. It's not just about the words we speak, it's about the emotions we convey, the body language we use, and the mental filters we have that shape how we interpret the world around us. And often, misunderstandings happen because people are speaking different languages. Not literally, but psychologically. When you learn how to speak the same language as the person you're talking to, that's when magic happens. So how do you make sure that your words land in the way you intend, and that you fully understand the person you're engaging with? Let's dive into it. First, let's talk about active listening. It's one of the most essential elements of communication. Active listening is more than just hearing the words. It's about being fully present, paying attention to the tone, the body language, the emotions behind the words. How many times have you been in a conversation and your mind started to wander? Maybe you were thinking about something else, or you were waiting for your turn to speak. This is where a lot of breakdowns happen. When you're not fully present, the message gets lost. When you actively listen, you're sending a powerful message to the other person that you care, that their words matter, and this can build trust and rapport. It creates an environment where both people feel valued and heard. Now, let's move on to nonverbal communication. Psychology tells us that up to 93% of communication can be nonverbal. That's right, only 7% of what we say comes from the words themselves, while the rest comes from tone, facial expressions, gestures, and body language. This means that even if you say all the right things, if your body language doesn't align with your words, the other person might sense that something's off. Think about your own body language. How do you stand when you're speaking? Are your arms crossed? Or are you open and inviting? Are you maintaining eye contact? Or are you looking away? How you present yourself nonverbally can either strengthen or weaken your message. So next time you're having a conversation, pay attention to how you're physically presenting yourself and how the other person is doing the same. It's all part of the communication process. Then there's the concept of mirroring. Have you ever noticed how you tend to feel more comfortable with people who act like you or share similar behaviors? That's because of mirroring. It's the psychological phenomenon where people tend to mirror the body language, speech patterns, or emotions of the people they're interacting with. Mirroring can create rapport and make the conversation feel more natural. People are drawn to others who make them feel like they are understood, and when you mirror someone's body language or tone, it signals to them that you're on the same wavelength. It's not about copying, but more about creating a feeling of connection and harmony. Next time you're in a conversation, try mirroring the other person's gestures or tone of voice. See how it helps to establish a deeper connection. Another crucial aspect of communication is emotional intelligence. This is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions, as well as the emotions of others. Emotional intelligence allows you to respond to people in ways that show empathy and understanding. Rather than reacting impulsively or defensively, it helps you to navigate difficult conversations without escalating tensions. Imagine you're in a heated conversation. Instead of getting defensive or angry, emotional intelligence helps you stay calm and focused on the other person's emotions, so you can address the issue in a constructive way. It's about reading the room, understanding the emotional currents that are at play, and responding in a way that fosters connection, not conflict. Now, let's dive into the power of asking the right questions. Psychology reveals that asking open-ended questions, questions that can't be answered with a simple yes or no, leads to deeper, more meaningful conversations. When you ask someone how they feel or what they think about something, you're inviting them to share their world with you. This not only deepens your understanding of them but also shows that you're genuinely interested in their perspective. Asking thoughtful questions also helps you get to the heart of an issue instead of assuming or jumping to conclusions. So next time you're in a conversation, try asking more open-ended questions. Not only will it make the other person feel heard, but it will also open up a new level of communication between you. Let's talk about the importance of timing in communication. Sometimes it's not about what you say, But when you say it, psychology shows that the timing of your words can make a huge difference in how they are received. Have you ever tried to have a serious conversation when the other person is distracted, stressed, or upset? Chances are it didn't go well. The timing was off. Knowing when to have an important conversation is just as crucial as the conversation itself. This is where emotional intelligence plays a key role, being able to read the situation and recognize when it's the right moment to speak or to listen can determine whether your message will land successfully. Another tool to improve your communication is clarity. How often have you had a conversation where you ended up feeling misunderstood or confused? Sometimes we're so eager to speak that we forget to ensure that our message is clear. Clarity in communication is vital for preventing misunderstandings, and it's especially important when conveying something complex or emotional. Use simple language, be direct, and don't assume the other person knows exactly what you're talking about. Think about how you communicate your ideas and how you can make them easier for others to grasp. Remember, the goal is connection, not just speaking for the sake of speaking. Now, let's explore the concept of feedback. Feedback is a crucial component of any healthy relationship. It allows both parties to understand how their behavior is affecting each other. Whether it's positive feedback, like expressing appreciation, or constructive feedback, like suggesting improvements, giving and receiving feedback in a respectful and non-judgmental way strengthens relationships. It opens up the lines of communication and creates a space for growth. In any relationship, it's important to regularly check in with each other to make sure you're both on the same page and to address any concerns before they turn into bigger issues. As we bring all these elements together, remember that communication is an ongoing process. It's not about being perfect, but about making a continuous effort to improve. Every conversation is an opportunity to practice these skills and create deeper, more meaningful connections. As you continue to develop your communication abilities, you'll find that your relationships become more fulfilling. Your understanding of others becomes clearer, and your ability to navigate complex conversations becomes more effortless. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, because in the next video, we'll dive even deeper into how you can take your communication skills to the next level. See you then.